guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome to another, this time a 2026 horror movie review. Tonight we're looking at Sam Raimi's film Send Help, which came out in the cinema earlier this year and now is available on Blu-ray and I believe 4K. Let's have a little look at the edition. So here it is, guys. Here is the physical release of Send Help 2026 horror film. We'll just open it. It's going to be a bog standard because it's on a sort of major label, 20th Century Fox. Every film I've ever reviewed of them on my channel have been blocked. So fingers crossed this one won't get blocked. We'll see. So we'll just open it just so you can see the actual product that you'll be getting if you purchase this on Blu-ray. I'm not sure if it's had a 4K release. I'm sure it has. But there you go. It matches the box. And on the back, little synopsis about the film, and it just says 1 disc, and that is your physical release of Send Help. So it's we didn't expect anything else, did we? Really, it is a 20th Century Fox production, so it's going to be bog standard. But is there any special features? So here we are, guys, on the main menu for Send Help. You have extra features are deleted scenes with extended scenes, bloopers, constructing the boar hunt, from the office to the island, becoming Linda Little, survival instinct, and SOS sounds of survival. And there's an audio commentary with Sam Raimi and Zainab Aziz. Your setup, your audio setup, you have 7.1 DTS master, 2.0 descriptive audio, and then you have some French and it looks like Spanish. So that is your special features on Send Help. There's a number of special features on there, which is shocking. So that's really, really cool. So that's already gone up in my estimation. But is the film any good? So this is a survival disaster movie mixed with Stephen King's Misery. That's all I can say. It's based on Linda Little, who's played by Rachel McAdams, and she works at this sort of big sort of business, and she's quite successful and she's very good at her job. But others have been feeding off her success because she's quite a withdrawn sort of person, if you will. And the company have had a new president called Bradley, played by Dylan O'Brien, and when they first meet, it's a calamity of a meet, and he doesn't like her and stuff like that. So he promotes people above her and stuff like that. And he's engaged to his girlfriend. I can't remember her name in the film. It might be River, if it is. She's played by Emma Raimi, and he's got a fiance. Anyway, he promotes this guy above Linda, who's been promised a job, and he then says to her, well, I'll give you a chance if you go on this trip and prove yourself. So they all head off on this trip, on this plane, and you got the guy that's been promoted above her, you got Bradley and all that, on all these people on the plane, plus Linda. Now Linda is into survival programs, you know, like all these sort of reality shows. You know, she likes the sort of survival ones, and she's sort of learnt skills from it, which come in useful because the plane crashes and everybody dies on it apart from Linda and Bradley, and they both end up getting washed up onto this sort of deserted island, and then it's a fight for survival. You've got Bradley, who's this well brought up, no skills, no personality guy, and then you've got Linda, who's learnt all the skills of survival. And it comes to apparent that when they don't get on. They don't get on at all. And eventually Bradley realizes that he needs Linda to survive, and all these sort of crazy things carry on. But Linda holds this secret, which I won't tell you what it is. It's just what it is. And they both sort of, they become friends and they fall out. They become friends and they fall out. And all these sort of things happen. And then rescue people try turning up and succumb to their end and all this. And there's quite a bit of gruesome deaths going on in the film. There is quite a bit of gore and gruesome stuff going on in the film. But that's what I'm going to tell you about it. Let's talk about the characters. So both of these characters, they play off each other really well. They're really well acted. Rachel McAdams as Linda and Dylan O'Brien as Bradley. And they're the main two characters for the film. And we do get other people turning up and stuff like that. And like I said, there's people in the office and things like this. And they're all really cool. But the two main characters play it really, really well. Especially when there's this love-hate relationship going on between them. And both of them trying to one-up each other. And as the story unfolds, it sort of like plays out with those personality clashes coming to a boiling point. So let's get to my final verdict. I'm going to score it an amazing watch and give it a 9 out of 10. It was really, really cool. It nearly got a 10 out of 10, but for two things, which I'll tell you in a minute. The pluses of the edition, it looks stunning. It looks absolutely stunning on Blu-ray, so it's going to look incredible on 4K. The sound was really cool. It says it was 7.1, but I didn't really notice the sound quality being any sort of really overly top, but it was really, really cool. It's beautifully shot in an amazing environment, and it's great to see Sam Raimi back on these sort of like making these cool movies. So the two negatives of the film that I gave it a drop down: one, it has a Scooby-Doo ending. Near the ending. Obviously the ending follows on from that, but we had the Scooby-Doo bit where they have to explain what we've all just seen, and we can all work out in our brain. You know, I don't know, again, I'll tell you, I don't know if the American market need an explanation of everything, but I mean, sensible human beings can work it out. Oh, okay, that kind of thing. But they give you a bit of a Scooby-Doo ending, so it dropped half a point, and then it dropped the other half of the complete ending of the film. I thought it was a little bit lacking, should I say. It's not horrible or worse, but terrible, but it was just a little bit silly and lacking. But apart from that, it was great. It really does play out like a remake of Misery, though. That's all I'm going to say. It plays out like that, and it's really, really cool. Check it out. Massive shout out to my lads. See you soon, guys.